Okay, we're good. We are on. And let's see. Go to the stream. Okay, so welcome everybody to our A&C internship. We've been waiting for this for a long, long time. 2 weeks training arc where our players, our students and mentors have been paired, working real hard, VOD reviewing, trying out new combos, labbing things out. To come to this moment, so we got our 5 teams of students and mentors, and we're gonna watch. We're just gonna watch them play out and see who comes out of this internship. Our employees of the month. So we got some good matches lined up, and I am joined here today in the booth by Ashenone, the one and only. How we doing?
Oh, well, how about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited. It's been a second since I've been in the old comms booth for this, so I gotta say I'm pretty stoked.
This will be my first time in the comms booth, so I'm really excited.
Yeah. So that being said, Ashen, I know you've, of course, we fought against each other. We've seen a lot of these players, and you've been on the beginner bracket scene. You've seen a lot of these beginners. You know what it looks like. What are you excited to see today? Is there anything in particular you're looking out for?
I've got to say, I haven't fought many of the players playing in the internship right now, but I have fought a lot of the mentors, so I'm really interested to see how they've imparted their skills onto their students. Specifically, Red Dawn, a teammate of mine, is doing the Faust mentorship, so I want to see if they've imparted different skills than Mark did last time.
It's true. And I don't know. I've been told the streets say that the Ba Faust are all just masters of strike throw. Uh, I'm always interested to see how that works. I've commentated for Red Dawn before, not for internship, but I think for FNF. I know we've got Mass Time here as well on the mentor side, who has been another mentor for one of our Soul players, and actually has their Team Soul has gotten the win. So I'm interested to see if we get another win from Team Soul with Mass Time as the Soul mentor. But and we have some people that we have some cool teams and some familiar faces and some unfamiliar faces. So I'm very excited to see what we got.
I'm also very excited to see this. There's some matchups I haven't actually seen played before, so
Yeah,
I'm intrigued to see how it works.
and that's the thing, right? Where it's particularly in these scenes, the beginners, that's not exactly like a meta, you know what I mean? Like, we're just kind of doing things. We're doing characters we like. We do what we think is fun, you know what I mean? So it's just we're throwing things out here, trying things out, and some unexpected characters can take wins. Just because, again, it's just like, it's not meta, it's not like you're playing the same top 5. People aren't playing optimal. It's not optimal characters, optimal gameplay. It's just we're just figuring things out, learning characters that we are passionate about. So we have seen some really interesting characters make it through. And I'm interested to see if I know some Fausts, Red Dawn, has been pretty victorious in the past. We've seen them. I'm interested to see how our Faust team is going to do it. It's always so interesting commentating, watching for Faust to see what these players have in their bags of tricks.
Faust does have a very large bag of tricks, and especially in the beginner scene, it can feel like there's just so much going on the screen that you don't know what to do. And I kind of want to see how players interact with that today.
Yeah, but so first we got our biking and our matchup on mentor side. So I believe this is Medikit and is it Dominating Moon?
I think so.
Okay, I saw the Cyrillic alpha here, so we'll see how
It is
we'll open
Dominating
up.
Moon, yeah. Ooh, commanding
Okay.
round start.
3 Yozansen, 6 seconds into the round of Gold Burst. Very dominating presence from Dominating Moon so far. Medikit into the corner. Poor Yozansen come through.
Oh, misses the Kabari.
Ow. Okay, so we're gonna see if Medikit can begin to deal with Yozansen. They're gonna swap things around, get Dominating Moon into the corner, and gonna find this wall break.
Good super wall break from Medikit.
Yeah. Now we're gonna deal with the Jealous Rage Abba. Good BRC backdash. And a good throw.
Very good.
Wow. And this does... What a crazy first round. Oh, okay, with action. If you asked me the first 10 seconds how that round was going to turn out, I would not have thought Medikit was going to take that one back.
I agree. This really just goes to show that no matter how much health you have left, this is Strive, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
Two Yosansens.
Yeah. And down back into your life here. Throw does come through. Medikit, really good defense. Health is going down ever so slightly. Gonna sneak Dominating Moon back into the corner. Ooh,
I gotta say, spike and pressure is really hard to deal with, and I am impressed with how well Medikit's doing right now.
Yeah. One thing I always find fun is seeing how every Viking runs their pressure differently.
You're right. I've seen a lot of people use Tatami a lot more than I'm seeing Moon use.
Yeah. Downing Moon living up to their main name, a very aggressive player. Like I've seen so far, good conversions, baiting out the burst from Medikit in the corner, and that does wall stick. And
that's the super wall break.
Yeah. So hard knockdown, wall break. It's looking pretty good for Dominating Moon right now, but of course we see Medikit turn this around already. FD dear life, 2K's just gonna miss. Did we kill off this? Not quite.
Oh,
but the humble
we
2H.
catch.
Or I guess the 2H of Doom and Despair actually closing it out.
This could still be anyone's game. One with a 1-0 for Dominating Moon.
And that's true, right? So, and for those unawares, we are accruing points, right? So for Team Viking, the mentors they'll be giving their team 1 point per victory. But the students make more per victory per round. So even if you lose a set per se, you're still making some points for your team. So it's not a winner takes all sort of first to three format like you're used to in your typical format. Ooh, and a great air throw.
Dominating Moon's really taking control, not letting Medikit do anything in Jealous Rage.
Yeah, and I think that's what you have to do, right? Like, you want, that is your kind of like win con against Abba, is to keep her out of Jealous Rage for as long as possible. Really good parry.
Very good parry. Oh, but could we see Medikit coming back from this right here? I think we do.
I really appreciate that. I really like seeing that spacing there, getting ready poised to whiff, and it's just, again, going right into that Jealous Rage outside to close things out. Really strong.
Oh, and the super wall break again. I know that Abba's wall breaks really matter to her, because it can determine whether you win or you lose.
Yeah, it is a sort of cycling pressure, you know. Luckily, Dominating Moon was able to last out a lot of Jealous Rage by landing a pretty well-timed throw right there. Nonetheless, Doors of Oblivion opening up, putting Dominating Moon back in the corner with dwindling health. YRC, we're still sitting on first. What are we going to do with it?
We are, but Abba has no Jealous Rage meter here. This could be a really bad situation for Medikit.
Very keenly aware, Medikit's resources are meeting them in the air, not the place you want to beat Viking per se. It looks like we are going to close this one out. Gun. Wow, blowed up that round, tying us up for the second game.
Really impressive clutch from Dominating Moon there, I gotta say.
Yeah. And this, you know, you just see that sort of mastery over of the characters. You know, the mastery of the characters, the conversions, and resource awareness from of the other players, what they want to do. And you see a lot of that go to the mentor side. It's very interesting. So it's always interesting to see when we do go to the student side, what like you mentioned, what those students are picking up, what they are, what like the like master, like student.
I agree.
Momentum shifts is crazy. It's so back and forth.
It really is, and this is where the actual type matchups of the characters really matter a lot more than the student side.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a positive matchup for Abba or Viking.
I'm not aware of this one. But yeah. So I believe. Okay, so that's gonna be a point to the team Abba here. Opening the Yo Johnson, get another burst out. And Ooh, another really good burst bait. Once again, just showing that sort of resource awareness, knowing what your opponent's going to want to do. I must appreciate Medikit spacing here. Really looking to like wait things out, get a whiff, and go into the Jealous Rage when they can.
I gotta say, I'm surprised I haven't seen that many parries out of Medikit here. I don't know if it's a useful tool for Abba to use against Viking, though. I know I play Axel, and that is all I see Abbas do against me, but that is a very interesting matchup for Abba there.
It is one of those things where I think Medikit is just considering the risk-reward in that scenario. Ooh, and the Viking blast to close that one out. I would not expect that. Okay, a little bit of air action, a little bit of Tatami guys. You know, Viking players always fighting that invisible third player, but Medikit transitioning into the Jealous Rage, trying to get some mix going. Getting a lot of damage in. Ooh, just trying to wait this one out. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta be careful because that you do get a third hit of that in the Jealous Rage. I think we just weren't blocking it there.
I think so, yeah. I gotta say, that Super and Jealous Rage is really dangerous. I think it guard crushes, right?
Oh, what a weird sight. Yes, it does, and I have to say, that was such an odd confirm. Right, I've never seen if I could do that one right there, but he's gonna get the wall break. Still sitting on some Jealous Rage, gonna gold burst so we can buy that space back. Let's get down the line. We really do need this round.
Oh, it still could be anybody's game.
Yeah.
Good use of meter from both. Medikit playing really patient there and gets in.
Yeah. I feel like that is what you want to see from Gator players. That kind of patience right there. Very nicely done. Both players taking to the skies, round start. Dominating the moon. Gonna press up the horizon there. Gonna put themselves in the corner, but get back out with two Yosansons back to back. Three!
I gotta say, Yosanson is such an interesting move as overhead moves go. I don't think I know many that are as plus as Yosanson is.
Yeah, and you know, Dominating Moon just makes really good use of it. Nice. Ooh, again.
Baits the super.
Paying attention from both these players. The spacing is just so tight. Yeah, it's just you gotta be so patient. But just like Dominating Moon, again, just absorbing a lot more pressure. Obviously, taking that time that they can to make just to attack when we're not in JR ABBA. So 2 points for our Viking team so far, and we'll see what kind of adjustments Medikit can make here. But really close round so far. It's really kind of on this. There's a really strong mentor set so far.
It's very even and very fun to watch, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Ooh, good block for the 5D.
Really good. And that is exactly the hit you don't want to happen. You're just gonna get that pressure reset. And look how quickly we just got the Jealous Rage bar back up. Now you're gonna be holding a lot of offense.
Oh yeah.
You took a gamble going in.
Ooh, and that gamble did not pay off.
Because it doesn't pay off. Or a Viking, a lot of guts, but not enough to survive that.
I don't think anybody can survive that.
Ooh, here we go. That's a good parry coming through.
Great parry. Moon seems to have an excellent read on Medikit here.
Yeah, and I think Dominating Moon was looking for the burst right there, but Medikit being very disciplined. Really high hit there. Let's convert this. Okay, gold bursting on the Tabari. Tether. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Like use the momentum in the throw there. Oh, and a burst bait coming out on Medikit's side. Another overdrive to close this one out. Putting us at 2-2.
Medikit really turned that around there. That's probably the fastest set we've had of this matchup here.
Yeah. And again, so that was the penultimate round, so we're going to see who's going to fight for this last point. And again, hope these students are paying attention, sitting in their deep desks, taking notes, looking at these mentors, seeing what's happening. They're about to do the exact same matchup. Another burst bait coming out from Medikit.
Medikit really has those burst baits on lock.
something, I don't know, it seems like they got some kind of download, big flipped some sort of switch on how to deal with this. Not making new move pressure. They're about to close out with a perfect round.
Oh, wow.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Do we think Dominating Moon can turn this around? I think so, but...
We have seen it, but 7 seconds this round, we're dealing with full meter, Jealous Rage Abba, so we're gonna have to figure something out. A miracle needs to happen.
Corner against Jealous Rage is really not where you want to be right here.
Yeah, but some really good defense from Dominating Moon. It's taking a turn back.
Ooh, but the burst.
It really just want to close this round out. That's exactly what we're about to do.
I gotta say, those ABBA air buttons are so dangerous.
Yeah, that's the thing. Vikings are nothing to scoff at either. That's exactly what it's going to be. Yeah, Medikit closing that one out. 3 points for our ABBA team in a really hard-fought set. Again, just something sort of switching in the end there, and just getting that victory. So we're gonna see our students take the stand here in a second, and of course, these things can play out differently sometimes.
I'm really interested to see how these students end up playing compared to their mentors. Maybe Medikit figured something out with the Biken mashup that they can share with their students.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, going into a lot of these internships, a lot of people have like matchups that they know they don't exactly like succeed with, right? So you know, there are a couple that they focus on. So I'm interested to see if it looks like, you know, we're going to see that knowledge demonstrated from the student side. A lot of it is just combo theory fundamentals, but it's 2 weeks, you know, there's a lot of time to focus on matchup specific stuff as well. And I gotta say, the Viking Apple is an unconventional one.
It is. Are these players repeat contenders for the internship?
Are the students? Or
Yeah, the students.
not that I'm aware of. I don't think these are all fresh students. I think there might be a slight odd gauche here right now. 1 second.
Because I know when mentors have had the chance to have repeat students, they tend to impart more matchup information on that. I know from talking to Mint Chip, Izanami definitely imparted a lot of the matchup information after multiple internships.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've had a we have a couple familiar mentors, but now these are all fresh students here. And Sembiki Okami, who is a Biken we've seen around in the beginner bracket, taking after Dominating Moon, and I'm not sure if I'm actually familiar with this ABBA student here today.
Duel 1.
I don't think I am either. I have fought Sembiki Okami a couple times. Actually, no, I do know Danzai Drill.
Ooh. And right away, a lot more reserved sort of round starts. Players sort of measuring each other out, playing a little more defensively. Oh, okay, an interesting confirm here.
Usually you don't see people supering outside of the reversal or the wall break.
Yeah.
And Sembiki Okami is not scared of this Jealous Rage at all, which is something you really need to do in beginner brackets because it is very scary.
Yeah, Yuzan's going to come through, close out that round. Sembiki Okami is a very confident player. We've seen him top 8 beginner brackets here in the ANC before, so I'm interested to see if they've fine-tuned their gameplay into something that might take the day here today. Ooh, and a good parry.
Very good parry.
Yeah. You know that ABBA's sort of resource-based offense, you know, they really want to get their offense in while they have that Jealous Rage, so it's a good read right there. But I think Donald is waiting this one out.
Good reversal bait.
Yeah. Really good.
And good read.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Oh yeah, another net. We're looking for these parries now to wake up, baiting them out, good blocking across Johnson. Yeah, that ABBA 2B. Just a really good way to get out of a lot of those situations.
I gotta say, Donzai Drill seems to be doing a really good job of getting into Jealous Rage and getting that uptime for
Yeah.
it. Ooh. That tatami can be really difficult to deal with at these levels, and
Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm commentating. I think I got crossed up by that that Yozatsu right there.
I definitely did. Ooh.
Okay.
Good avoiding that. Ooh.
Okay, and a good counter.
Catches
Don't
the install.
quite convert.
This could still be anyone's game.
Sounds like Dill's still sitting on the 50-meter, but answer the YRC out, sitting counter hit. Gonna lose out that first round. Our students make 2 per victory. Change. Yeah.
They do, okay. I gotta say, this is a pretty even game so far. Really good things seen from both players.
Yeah, sometimes you do just see the stomps, you do see a pretty clear victor early on, but this has a really good back and forth, and I think both these players just have to play things so carefully. Again, it's like you don't want to get parried, of course, as ABBA. On the same token, it's like Viking, it's like, you know, you have the parry, but it's such a scaled risk reward, you're a skewed risk reward in that Jealous Rage if you want to use that, because if you miss, you're taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
And ABBA anti there, and I love these catches.
I do love these ABBA key grab catches. I know I've played a little bit of ABBA myself, and they're not that easy to do.
Yeah. And I like the Donzai into Donzai to open up Sadiki there, and then the Donzai to close out the round.
Donzai is such a strong move, and Donzai Drill taking advantage of their name is...
Johnson's coming out.
So many Yosansons.
Okay, an aggressive burst just to keep Donzai Deal in the corner. I believe it is Donzai Deal like a pinball. I'm not sure if I misheard that. Just ooh, a BRC backdash.
Interesting
Donzai
parry.
coming through.
I don't know, can Viking parry Donzai?
She should be able to, yeah. Oh. Okay. A little waiting game there, but the Kabari is going to close it out.
Duel 3.
Our third round of our second game on student side. I'm liking these anti-airs from
They're
Donzai
very good
here.
anti-airs. We're seeing really commanding round starts from Donzai. Although,
Yeah.
we're seeing a lot more patience here from them. Let's see if it pays off. It looks like it so far.
But a good conversion. Oh, and this, you're going to have to deal with so much Jealous Rage after this wall break here. BRC forward. Let's see if we can get into it. Okay, Burst comes out. This 100-meter, full Jealous Rage. This is a good situation you want to be in. Oh, I think we caught IADing there.
Oh, I think this gets baited. Oh, it doesn't.
I think we were pressing right after still. Okay. Ah, yeah, and there's the in-air there. Going in with another ambitious Yozansen. Not gonna work out in Setiki's favor this time. Might be, I think Donzai is they're getting the read on it. We might need to cool down on the jump in advances for our offense here.
We probably will, but that is Biken's biggest strength, so I'm interested to see how Samviki overcomes that.
Yeah.
A lot more patience, a lot more longer buttons being used.
Yeah. And
Trying to get that tether pressure.
She does have really good dedicated anti-air options. So it is good to see those reads being made. That's a good conversion here. Oh, baiting out the parry.
Donzai Drill is doing a really good job baiting out these parries, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of these I wouldn't be baiting, so I'm very impressed.
Yeah. Well, we are going to counter the parry there just a little bit quick to try to counter that offense there. Oh, and a good exchange right there for Donzai. Hey, Sabini's going to have to make something happen here quick.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
to open things up. Oh, and RC to convert into wall break. Oh, not quite. Okay, but nothing the Yozanza won't pick up anyways.
Sabiki is getting some drops here, but they're not that dangerous of drops because they're in situations where Viking is not that minus. Ooh, but this reversal gets baited, and that is not a good place to be.
That is pretty. Speaking about minus, that is pretty minus right there. And you see Danzai Dill. It's a little bit of jealous rage, but could make the Danzai go through.
Oh, and there's the parry Danzai I was talking about earlier.
Get chipped out by the Tebikobari. Okay, Senbiki thinking something's happening here, jumping right in with the Yozanzi, cross up. Okay, invading a counterattack from there, but they're waiting. I'm like, again, I'm seeing some of these outplays, really good patience, which I can't appreciate. I always appreciate seeing that from our student standpoint.
I agree. And I'm seeing patience in Jealous Rage too, which is very rare to see with Abbas. Especially at, well, really rare to see with Abbas at any levels, but especially the beginner levels.
Yeah. Good blocking the Johnson. They're going to try to make their way out of corners here. Playing very patient, looking for their opportunity to strike. Yokami might have gone a little too early. The reversal again is really risky. Think there's no way to buy yourself out of this without first, but it's okay because Danzai's actually dropped that. Jealous goes straight to the overdrive. It is blocked though. Oh, really good defense for Sabiki there.
Ooh,
oh,
and catches
misread
with 2K.
on the parry. Yeah.
Gotta say, Abba has a really good 2K.
She does. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the. I'm not a walking dust loop, but it is a formidable button. Nothing like, yeah. I know you play Axel though, so you know it's just like you're talking to somebody with a pretty privileged 2K. This guy knows a thing or two about good 2K.
Just a couple things about a 2K. I know some of the better 2Ks are like, well, pretty much any zoner in this game has a good 2K. Then, I don't know if you consider Chaos a zoner, but Chaos has one of the better 2Ks in this game.
Chaos has a lot of evil buttons. He's a bad example, I feel like.
I would agree.
He may have just got everything. But I have to admire, a lot of those Kabaris coming out from Senbiki, and then
and the cross-up grab.
Crossing through to get the offense going there. And it's eventually going to find Senbiki in a corner over here. I really like what Dante's doing. Just really good patience, waiting to see if some people might outplay themselves on their own offense.
I will say, Senbiki likes to do a lot of reversals, and I think Danzai has realized that and is playing a really patient game to bait these reversals.
And a good meter spend here to close it out with another Danzai per the namesake, and looking to close it out for our penultimate, what could be our last round. And Senbiki finding himself in another situation. Good anti-air. Okay, first coming out. Dodging through another Kabari, well done. Okay, and the Piper JS is gonna pry us out of the corner here. Oh, and another good conversion here. And it's actually a pretty good reset, I feel like, to keep your pressure going. Yeah, that's exactly what you need. Just keep his health down there. Oh, I think
Viking has the guts, but not that much guts.
Yeah, a really good catch. Senbiki trying to buy that space back at the end there. The overdrive, you just gotta look out for that on wake up because it can just hit you pretty much anywhere on the screen, and it's gonna end up wall breaking. So let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Bob. This is Bob. This is the fixer, or not Bob? Yeah, I've seen this guy before. I've commented him I've seen him in the beginner brackets before. That's what it is. This is Bob. Bob's got nice. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah, that was a very nicely. That was a really good. So Those were both game fives, I think, from both of Omsud and Mentor side. Really good games. So I'm interested to see if how the other game is going to follow suit. But yeah, that was a really strong set to open up our internship for today.
It was a very strong set. I liked what I saw from both players, and I saw a lot of the mentor skills transferred into the students, especially on those not the Danzais, the Yosansons with Senbiki. Really saw a lot of Moon in there.
Yeah. And Tessa from Maryland says they hate you for not teaching you neutral on Eno. Is this true, Ashen? Have you been lacking on Eno lessons?
I have tried my absolute best to teach neutral there, but I'm gonna give them another lesson at some point soon. Schedules just have not aligned.
I get you. Yes, you also have you have the employed debuff, don't you? Like for as far as being a player.
I do have the employed debuff. Full time is not, but you know, I make it work. I'm still. Yeah. I like to think of myself as a pretty good player.
Oh, you're nice. I've seen you. Yeah, I remember. I watched you. Again, I know we were doing beginner practice around the same time. I were watching you, like pretty much every leg of your journey. Well, I remember it was you took it was like band like 87 or something. Was that the axle mirror where you took it to reset?
Oh yeah, the back to back axles. That was a time.
Yeah, I think there were like 3 axles in that top 8, and like the last 2 was like a mirror to reset. It was a lot of Renson. It was a lot of Renson going back and forth for like 9 games. I remember that.
It was a lot of Renson, but with that axle mirror, it's really because you can't just dominate neutral like you can with the other matchups. You really have to play around each other's buttons in a way where it's almost like the same footsies you see with Sol or Kai, but just so different because it's full screen. If you can bait the command grab, you can really get in.
Yeah. See, so I believe we got Sol Faust for our next set.
Sol Faust. Is that one you've seen before? Because I don't think I've seen Sol Faust before.
Actually, I did. I commentated in FNF where I think our student today, Judas, was actually fighting another Faust. And I can't remember. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was this Ludernick. I don't know. Yeah, I think we might actually be doing these students first for this one. Oh, I accidentally took the stand. Did not want to do that.
Well, could be a good warm-up for the students, fighting one of our commentators.
No. I don't think anyone wants to see that right now. I've had my time in the spotlight. But, yeah, I think we are going to do the students first. There might have been a little bit of a hold up on the mentor side. So I think we're waiting on Judas, who has just entered the room. But, yeah, so believe it or not, I have actually seen this one, and I have seen Judas actually fight the Faust matchup, believe it or not. And again, it was an FNF. I commentated that one. And that's the first to 10. So there's a lot of time, like, we're talking about layers. You have a lot of time to figure things out. So maybe, Judas goes into this knowing their weaknesses or their strengths in the matchup and knowing what to look out for. It's killing me because I can't remember actually who that Faust was that they were fighting. But yeah, I'm interested to see nonetheless. And Judas, of course, always a favorite. I was posting pictures of the bunnies.
We do love Judas's pictures of the bunnies. With Judas having experience with this matchup, I'm interested to see how it goes for them.
Yeah, good player, strong fundamentals. I think I can't fully recall, but it should make itself pretty evident if we've been doing our homework here and figuring out this matchup. So I'm actually pretty anxious to see Judas. Everybody loves Judas. Everybody wants to see Judas play. And Soul Bad Guy, favorite of mine. I just always enjoy having Soul on my screen. And Mass Time, the mentor, who I've commentated for before, knows a lot of tricky stuff and has taken their students to victory in an internship before. So I'm interested to see if that's going to play out again.
I'm interested to see too. Is you sure this is Judas's first internship? I feel like they might have done one before.
They might have honestly, and it might have actually been before my time. I think I'm unsure.
Duel 1.
To be fair, we're both rather new players to this scene.
Yeah. So going in with some pretty reserved pressure. Or soul slash pressure. Ooh, we're gonna go for the mix without meter though. Right.
It does work out though. Ooh. And I think we're seeing the mark come out there.
Yeah, exactly. The famous Ba Faust strike throw.
I gotta say, even as a Ba player, I do not support the Ba Faust strike throw.
It's not even the Faust. It's like George does it too. You know what it is? It's all you. It's I don't know. I don't know what you guys got going on in your evil org.
We teach strike throw loops immediately as you enter, because I know I've got it too. I have some really interesting command grab on Axel stuff. But a really good start on Lunatic here.
Yeah. Can Judas pretty reserved with their offense? Oh, both actually can come through. Yeah, we do have to burst that because that is a detrimental exchange for Faust to lose right there.
Oh yeah.
And just players both just slowly measuring each other out neutral. The items are coming out. Up into the field. Lunatic gonna give themselves a little bit of perm. Six going through.
I will say this is a lot more reserved than I usually see from Soul players.
Yeah. And I do like to see that sort of methodical approach again. Always love to see. We're here to press buttons, right? But when we're doing it thoughtfully, it's great to see. Great punish, wild throw to punish that no meter mix. So we gotta be careful with that.
Ooh, but the good 6P there.
Oh. So PRC Scarecrow is one thing, but again, we're just like it's interesting to see. Lunatic is not afraid to throw some stuff out.
And it does seem to really be working out for them with a commanding 2-0 lead here.
Yeah. So that'll be so with that first game going forward, is that 2 points for our Faust team on that one?
Yes, I believe so.
Cool. And yeah, so I know some pretty punishable stuff coming out from Lunatic here. Interested to see if maybe we're gonna see those layers. I know I've seen Judas before. I've seen Judas adapt. I know Judas knows this matchup, figured it out. So we're gonna see they've got the spirit, but if they can keep continuing to make those punishes when it really counts. Okay, items coming out.
And items really just taking control of the neutral. But this is a good good grab punish on the meaty.
Yeah. That's gonna close a pretty quick round. The bag of items, the bag of tricks just did all the work right there. Okay, opening with the round start DP.
I think Soul is really just getting ranged out here with.
Yeah. Lunatic really getting the use out of this little tornado here. This big hit right there. Ooh, the RC isn't gonna quite carry through.
That is a very good counter hit for Judas there. Ooh, takes the round.
I think we got enough RC to cancel the or meter cancel to RC the wild throw there, but it works out. With the bandit trigger close out the round. Maybe if Judas figured out something out that this bandit trigger might be the way to go. He gets blocked, but no punish.
As you said, Lunatic just getting all the mileage out of that tornado.
Yeah. Okay. The PRC vortex, and I love the spirit there. I'm sad it didn't work out. That is always that's an aura move right there.
That is an aura move. Oh, but with that flaming wig on in corner is not a place you want to be against Faust.
It's true. It's the haircut that kills you.
It really is.
First two games gonna go to our Faust student here. Again, it's interesting to see the players are focused on their own offense, and I can see that. But we've seen some unpunished DPs, a couple unpunished, some Faust offense. So again, interested to see, like, we're figuring things out. Sometimes there's nerves. You're on the big stage. Of course, we're beginners. We're not playing awesome. We had fun and learned. So interested to see if these players can make the most of these situations. And we saw this a lot on our Abba Faust, where the players were making the most of just the mistakes, those gaps in their opponent's offense. True. But Ludernick looked very comfortable. Again, just throwing things out.
Man, the amount of items coming out, you'd think they used one of Faust's items, the Faust item super.
And I gotta say, Ludernick, I'm really liking the patience to block these DPs here. Ooh, the wire siege is just gonna whiff there though. Okay, that does actually pick up a little bit. I didn't think it was.
I gotta say, I think Faust 6P is a bit underrated. It reaches really high.
It does. He's got some. He's a lanky boy. He's got some long buttons. The thing about Faust is none of his stuff is terribly fast.
You're right. Even his, I guess his only fast buttons are his K and P buttons close up.
Yeah, and we're seeing those come out here. They're good burst bait. Ludic side. Element canceled. This isn't gonna quite kill. Ooh.
Doesn't get the wall break.
Okay, we're one interaction away from losing this set for Team Soul. Ludic gonna close it out. With the 3-0. I think that's going to be 6 points on the board for our Team Faust. And like I said, the students actually go first this time, so we'll be seeing the mentors go after for this one.
I'm interested to see how the mentors go, because I noticed a lot of both Mark from the last internship and Red Dawn from this internship in Ludenic's playstyle, and it was really cool to see.
Yeah, and I know you know to look out for that because you're more familiar with the players. It is always fun to see. I always enjoy just seeing like what the students have picked up from the mentors, how their playstyles have changed. Even the funny stuff, like even if they pick up like their mentor's color or something like that on a character.
That is always fun to see. Although, having done a little bit of mentorship myself, sometimes you can actually pick up some things from your student as the mentor.
That's true. That is true. The best. I would say the best teachers, they're lifelong students. They're always learning well as well. And it's very mutually beneficial because there are things that you can know and you can do in game. Maybe you don't think too much about, but to be able to articulate it, break it down, figure out a character, be able to communicate that to somebody who wants to learn the game, wants to learn your character, it helps you learn too. So teaching is a great way to also learn, and the mentors come out of it with a stronger, a stronger understanding of their characters as well.
Truly. I mean, that's for pretty much any skill you can think of in life. I know I did some teaching in real life, and it really helps you know the information.
Yeah. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. Oh, I believe this is Mast arriving on the scene. Let me check the chat real quick. What's the Twitch chat saying? Twitch chat.
Checking the chat.
How we feeling, Twitch? How we doing on this fine Saturday, 2:53 EST? EP. Can't be EP till 3 p.m. Wait, no, you're West Coast, aren't you? Well, that's okay. Hey, Judas. All right, and now we're gonna see Red Dawn. We're familiar with. We've seen Red Dawn around, and Mass Time again. I'm not no bias, but my favorite for the mentor side. I love seeing Mass play. This person knows every trick in the book to get you open.
I feel like Red Dawn's a teammate of mine. You quite like Mask Time. We can have just a little bit of bias here because we cancel each other out here a little bit.
Yeah, and I think funny enough, I think it was the same. Goodness, I don't think it was one against Masks, but I think I commentated for Red Dawn and Mark in FNF. It was a really Faust heavy FNF, and they kept getting paired against Rams. It was really hard to watch. Like it was rough for those Faust.
Although speaking of rough, Red Dawn is doing a really good job controlling the neutral here on Faust.
Yeah, and another thing which is I love seeing on the mentor side, that the pace changes. They really know how to make most of those frames and these conversions. Look at this. This is going to kill right here.
Soul just deals so much damage.
Especially the character like Faust, who's not known for his health. Really good spacing from Red Dawn here. Ooh, and actually,
gets caught.
the Gunplay was going to catch that hurt box there. Great confident offense. Time here.
And this is the corner combo with... And there goes Faust's health.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think the gold burst, very nicely done. I think we kind of hit through here. We aren't quite yet looking for maybe another reset. Piracy on our way out. Ooh, and this is the bar slash that you don't want to get.
That Soul Far Slash just really hurts to get hit by.
Detrimental. Absolutely cataclysmic if you get counter hit by that.
Let's rock.
Good commanding lead from Red Dawn, but gets caught by the DP.
Yeah. Soul 2S going through. Good IB from Red Dawn there. Gonna, again, trying to get some items out. Find back to space. Oh, and really... Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah. Turns around. Mask finds himself in the corner, bursting the way out. Slingshot across the screen.
Ooh, and you get the Soul Strike throw.
Yeah. And we joke about the foul strike throw, but Soul Strike throw is absolutely nothing to scoff at.
I mean, Faust has all of that, whatever it's called, all that guard crush, but Soul Pressure is one of the more dangerous pressures in this game.
It's straightforward, but the payoff is really strong. And again, I love watching Master because they just know that. You know, they know how to make the most out of Soul. You know, every part of Soul's kit. Oh, wow, look at that RC into wow. Catching it back down to Far Slash. Going a good way for him. Good defense from Red Dawn here.
Very good defense.
But that last hit's gonna sneak through. After closing it out, breaking Red Dawn through the wall. And where we saw, you know, of course, it's more impactful for the students again, but where we saw a 3-0 on the student side for Team Faust, we might see a 3-0 here for the Team Soul on the mentor side.
You never know. I feel like Red Dawn could turn this around just a little bit.
It's true. I don't want to count them out quite yet. Sometimes that first 2 games is all you need for the download to complete.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay. Start EP. Red Dawn buying out for space early on. Punching the bomb right over. That was actually very nicely done.
That was very nicely done. Punching those bombs can be a really good play in neutral against Faust. I know I've done it plenty of times against Red Dawn.
Yeah, there might have to be some matchup knowledge I'm at the top. I'm not sure if the Geo 5 piece is good for hitting it as the Soul one is, but it's nice.
I like to use the Axel 2K with it.
Okay.
Ooh. Hits the donut into Mask here, giving Mask a bit more HP that you do not want to give that.
And I love the little shimmy right there, just little micro walk to get that perfect spacing. Love mass time spacing. Here it is. Red Dawn's on their last round. Gonna have to make something happen.
We're going nowhere.
I still believe in the boss sweep. I have to.
Believe. I trust. I've seen mods do some crazy things.
But Mask just seems to have that spacing down to an absolute T.
Yeah. Okay.
But
get a little haircut.
this haircut can be a really dangerous situation. So we could really see Red Dawn turn this around.
Yeah. Tide shifting Red Dawn's favor. That is a wall break, of course.
I think that always wall breaks, doesn't it? Ooh, but the
Not
grab
necessarily.
there.
From that distance, it does, but yeah, I believe it can. Oh wow, DP to DP to close out the round. Red Dawn really was making a comeback there, kind of closing out that health lead.
What a
Had some
bore.
really good offense going, but of course, match time just closing out that round with a couple calculated plays.
I liked what I saw from both of those players, though.
Yeah. You see the 3-0, like it's just like the score doesn't tell the whole story though. You see a good rally coming from Red Dawn. You see some really good back and forth. At the end of the day, it's just when Soul does get that hit in, it hurts as Faust. It's a bad place to be.
Pretty sure it hurts as pretty much anyone.
Let's see, but I think these scores are gonna go up on the board real quick. Luna, can you pull that up? See. Okay, so and it's possible these are still updating, but it looks like we got okay. So 9 points for Team Biken and Abba. Followed closely behind by our Team Faust with 6 points. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're updating. Cool. Okay, I take it back. So 12 points with Team Abba in the lead. Really strong showing. And then we got our Team Testament with another 12 points as well. Then, funny enough, I didn't actually know. I actually didn't know that Jake had was a test player. I always saw them on the Milia. But yeah. Let's see. And I'm wondering. That can't be right. Is that?
Can't be.
Is it a test team this time? Am I verifiably the tweaker?
I'm not sure. Let me check.
Yeah, it's test team. I mean, I was not aware of Jake's game. That's crazy. Yeah, test secondary.
Oh.
Okay, but I think we're waiting on the scores to reset anyways. But yeah, interesting stuff. I'm not sure if I've actually gotten to see the testament in the internship. I've seen a little bit of Ram, a little bit of Soul, a little bit of Owl before, but I haven't seen these others. But yeah, these Faust students are pretty looking. Just I'm liking seeing what from everybody. I liked what I saw from the Faust student. They had some pretty bombastic plays. I like the bike, and I'm liking all the teams so far. So I'm interested to see what we're gonna see from the other teams as well, the ones we haven't got to see on stream.
I'm really excited to see all of it from basically everyone. I know I have a lot of experience fighting Testaments, so I'm really interested to see how the Testaments end up playing today.
Yeah. We talked about Evil 2Ks. I know Testament's got an Evil 2K themselves.
Testament 2K is very strong.
See.
But not as oppressive as others I've seen.
Yeah. Here, give me. I'm actually gonna give me 1 second. I gotta let my dog in real fast. I'll be right. Leave you alone. I'm trusting you with the chat.
I will go check on the chat right now. Not much going on in the chat. Hey Hazel, hey Mint. Good to see you both in chat. Hopefully you're enjoying these comms. Who is the other person supposed to be here? Let me check. Mint, you can play the game. You can have us on in the background if you want. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, I have returned.
Welcome back, Boomiey.
Mint Chip greeting you in the chat.
Mint Chip is greeting me in the chat.
That's my goat right there.
Oh, we might be seeing a bit of matches between Hazel and Mint.
Nice. Let's see.
So we have the Testament here. Who else do we have? It looks like...
I think we're waiting on our Abba team medikit here.
Now, as per usual, ABBA and Into Any Zoner can be a really hit or miss matchup. I know it really depends on the tier of play you're playing in. I know in the beginner sense, ABBA versus Any Zoner is awful. Probably among the worst matchups in the game. But once you get to the higher tiers, like the Diamonds, the Vanquishers, anywhere you could see the Mentors, it's a lot more even, and honestly, ABBA favored a lot of times.
Yeah, I know we've seen we've seen like Tiger Pop and everything, like win majors with ABBA. So obviously very strong character, right? Even at the high level. But no shortage amount of ABBA players do doom into the sort of zoner heavy matchups. So it's one of those things where a lot of ABBAs do pick up secondary, and sadly in the internship that's just not an option. You get what you get. You don't pitch a fit. We're here to learn the character. So sometimes, but these are the matchups you're gonna come across in the wild anyways. So you're gonna need to know how to play into them. But we will see medikit into Jeek. I would say Jeek. But Million main, Testament secondary. I've never seen Jeek's Testament before, but they have been a mentor for some Millias in the internship in the past. So I'm interested to see what they got for their Testament. And a really volatile round start. Just like packed up with both players coming through on the offense really early on. Taking a win out with a wall break.
I'm seeing a lot of interesting differences in how Medikit's playing here compared to how they were playing against Moon there. A lot more, I guess you could say, what am I thinking of? A lot more aggression here.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we're I think with Viking, you got to be careful with things like the parries in the spaces. Testament is somebody who you really don't want to get any pressure going early on.
Well, speaking of things to be careful against, that Testament 6P is diabolical.
Yeah, true. That is, the left hand of Forbidden One. This is the wall break here. Really good conversion from Jeek. We see what Medikit's gonna do. Sitting on their wire, see there. You expect to see that coming out, but we don't have Gels raised. We're gonna have to find something to get through that we can convert into some JR. Instead, Jeek just looking for this one last hit to close out this round. Medikit probably gonna opt it. Oh, I was gonna say sit on top of the burst, but actually get a wild assault. We're blocking this. Oh, but of course that guard crush state gives ABBA the time to run right in. And maybe this round wasn't as sealed as I previously thought. And we see this comeback from Medikit.
Oh, we do see the comeback.
But the 6P coming through to save us and to open up this round as well.
I think Testament might have the best 6P in the game. It's hard to say.
Yeah, see a lot of 6Ps and some throw techs here. Looking for the Arbiter sign on wake up there, I think.
Ooh, this Testament combos are... we don't give Testament enough credit for how much damage they can actually do.
Yeah, it's true. And another thing about Testament is oh my god, that reversal is nuts. And point
Getting
on the
on
board.
point. Yeah. Really abusing these 6Ps here.
Yeah. I like again. I love the confidence we see from the mentor side. Players know the spacing, so they know the win con. They know where they want to be at in the matchup. So it's good to see. And I always love to see on the student side how they end up doing that. So of course, full screen, a little bit more towards Hespit's win con than Abba's. But of course, Renegade still gonna find a way to sneak their way in. And now you're in a corner as Testament, no meter against a full Delta Rage Abba. We're gonna be holding some offense.
We are going to be holding some offense.
He tried to jump out there, end up getting counter hits, and the Don tried to close out, seal the deal.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I gotta say, when ABBA gets going, you really... It is hard to take that game back.
It's a snowbally effect. It's very snowbally. It's like maybe not to the same extent as like the sort of like HC routing where you just ASX and you to the wall. Oh yeah, that's gonna go to the wire C there. I thought maybe, but no, it didn't. Okay, we're on the wire C just to get our space back. Hopefully claw back this round in some meaningful sense. But the 2K ends up getting high profile by tilt, I believe.
Etiquette just has such good spacing here with
I know.
everything.
And we noticed that in the Viking match that we saw earlier. Oh, yeah.
And
So you
catches
were
with
actually
the overhead.
Duke was actually running out of meter to FD with there.
Duel 1.
That is one of the dangers of FDing, that you can run out of meter, especially against ABBA.
I love these throw techs though, so ready for the strike throw there. And again, the mark of a good player is like being on the back foot and not being able to like outplay, not outplaying yourself, but being able to confidently sort of bend in the corner, keep your cool. Which again, minutes can be very hard when you've got an out right in your face. Speaking of. Really good defense, but that throw is going to make its way through.
But we are seeing a bit of a turnaround here.
Yeah. Oh wow, and a whiff punish with a reversal.
But
Yeah.
that counter hit close slash is not something to scoff at.
No, not in the slightest. Oh, and the 6P open up the round, gonna get some space, but teleport in actually. We're trying to work on getting into that corner, but we're instead gonna get ourselves in the corner.
After that first round, Medikit seems to be a lot more wary of these 6Ps, and is playing around them quite nicely.
Yeah. Again, I think Medikit is looking for this way to get in. Ideally to spend the Jealous Rage, but instead we have to spend it to get in. Good reset, good put you in the corner here. Really good defense, but something is going to come through. You can only hold Jealous Rage offense for so long.
Yeah, the Jealous Rage pressure feels unwinnable at times.
And I think we were looking for the 6P there, trying to stop some sort of jump in or advance, but instead, of course, the wake up or the round start reversal rather post wall break. Not reversal, but overdrive.
Imagine how interesting it would be if players got to keep meter between rounds in Stride.
That would it would definitely be a very resource heavy game. Yeah, but we have a good amount of resources in TPR. Anything else, yeah, that would be interesting.
I mean, the game is already pretty resource defined as is.
It goes so fast too, like we're seeing now. Oh, and we actually high profile. Ooh, the tilt right there, I believe. Oh.
I said it before and I'll say it again, that ABBA 2K is diabolical.
And what a strange interaction. We actually clashed, I believe, on two 2Ps there. Or, yeah, 2Ps.
That far slash.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
On the back foot here, gonna have to make something happen. Good 6P to sort of force out that advance. Medikit getting out of jail's race to sort of conserve that resource for a bit. Really stopping these jump-ins. And doing a jump-in of our own here. Again, working Medikit into the corner here.
Goes into the corner themselves, but it does seem to be working out for them.
Yeah, it might have been a slight drop there, I'm not sure, but we're going to work our way out nonetheless. Even in corner, you're still full screen against an ABBA, you know? All right, against a Testament as ABBA. That's really just not where you want to be.
Although, even full screen, if ABBA's in JR, it is a scary situation.
Work, the air button that had is just so strong.
They're disjointed, aren't they?
I believe so. I'd have to ask our ABBA extraordinaire.
Also, that is a very good throw punish.
Yeah. So the health's about even here on paper, of course. ABBA being pretty taken care of. We do have to burst that.
The health is even, but ABBA has no JR.
Yeah, and again, a really good, like, we saw Medikit trying to make this close the space there, and Jeek very comfortable just to swap sides of the screen, keep that space going, and a great Arbiter sign to close out that round. Very nicely played.
This is... The score is 1-2, right?
Duel 1.
I think so, yes. Because I believe that was our first point for...
Oh, and punishes the teleport really nicely, I gotta say.
Again, Tessie got that spacing, trying to keep out of getting in, but a good dodge will make sure that Medikit does get that space. And again, this is that nightmare scenario we've seen repeat itself. Fly our way back to the corner out of into mid screen, but back into the corner. And this is looking dire. It is
looking dire, but never mind. I was gonna say, but they can turn this around, but
Duel 2.
yeah, not quite.
Not quite.
Good patient round start from Jeek there. I believe this wild set combo does wall. Oh, not it doesn't give wall stick quite.
I think you need meter to get the wall break.
I don't know. I know I think we still got Genmu in the chat. They've got the Testament combos I've seen firsthand, so they know the good for it. I'd have to consult one of our Testament subject matter experts. And just holding this offense for so long.
And that takes a pretty quick game 4?
I believe that was a game 5. I think that was our 5th game.
Oh, that was our 5th game?
Yeah.
We see as these games go on, Medikit just gets that read and gets going.
Yeah, again, a really strong showing from Team ABBA here, but of course, gonna see how it goes on the student side of things. You know, again, I've been watching the Fixer, not Bob, for a while now. I've been impressed by them for a long time, but it really looks like they're dialed in their offense. So I'm interested to see how we are gonna deal with it. On the just see if we have that same sort of adroitness, you know, that same ability to get through, or if the Testament zoning might come out on top this time.
Duel 1.
Oh, both using color 11 this time.
I noticed that. We're a lot of denim.
A lot of denim. My preferred color on both characters, so I'm excited to see it.
Okay, so when we believe this is Julie on the Testament, I want to say. Not sure
I believe so, yes.
Watching this play before, this player operate, but it seems like we've got some good conversions going. Gonna put Fixer into the corner here.
Oh, does Stain State no, Stain State. Oh, Stain State does stay through wall break. Okay.
Yeah.
You learned something.
Ooh! It's like right through that Arbiter sign. Very nice. That was pretty impressive.
That was cool. I gotta say.
I gotta say, our ABBA student is just killing it. They see things. They be knowing. They be knowing. I just love some of the plays I've seen. Some of the plays I've seen for the Fixer here. Or John Cycle.
both ABBA players really doing a good job playing around that zoning, which can be really hard to do.
Oh wow. It was offensive. We're seeing again a little dodge right into the throw. We've seen a bit of the student mentor. We've seen that on both sides. Doing a PRC this time. Gonna 2 PD in the corner. And we dodge straight forward to another throw again. Wow. Yeah. So I think we saw it, right? It's just like ABBA really has to dial in her offense. Really has to take those opportunities to get in. And I think both students and mentors haven't been any slouches on this matchup.
I agree. I will say, Danzai Drill seems to be doing a lot of the ABBA command dash in this matchup, which can be punished if you know the punish for it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Grand Reaper and a Bird are going to see us through the wall here. Still sitting on 58 meter that we're going to spend to BRC forward. Ooh, but yeah,
That's
again.
super.
Oh my god, I blinked, that health bar vanished.
Yeah, wow. As I said, Testament damage is good.
Okay, FD down back into dear life. Oh, it was going to pay off, but we get counter hit Susie. Oh no, and I think our 2 West gets there again. I'm just now realizing how nice ABBA's ability to high profile is in the Testament.
I noticed that too. I hadn't thought of it, but it is very good. Although, I will say, Julia is doing a very good job not getting too intimidated by this jealous rage. Trying to play around it a little bit rather than just folding to it.
Yeah. But yeah, Fixer slash Don's ideal. I don't know what to call them anymore. But their ABBA offense, they've always had really good patient defense, but their ABBA offense is really dialed in. This time with Medikit has really is really showing. And again, that's something what the Internship's all about, is watching these players improve and grow. Ooh, that was an evil sweep.
That was an evil 6P. I'm really surprised that it hit there.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that
with Don's line to wake up.
Those ABBA cross-ups while in JR really are difficult to deal with.
Yeah, and that last point, kind of a checkmate scenario. You kind of got to guess for that last interaction, guess for game, and guess wrong. The throw going through. Fixer closing out. Another game.
Let's talk.
So we'll see if Julie can get this one, or Baba rather. It's Baba. But can get this one through. Find some way to, like, again, to have good offense or defense rather. They're dealing with the pressure pretty well, but it's just these sort of pinch scenarios where we're just you know, it's just you just lose all your health on one counter.
Yeah. You know, you'd expect ABBA to be the one struggling full screen in neutral, but Danzai really has these zoning options on lock, so it's really scary to try and press any button because you don't want to get that counter hit.
Yeah, dealing with it really adroitly. It's just again, popping here. Got 1 round left to make something happen. We'll see. Let's shift the game plan, and we're dealing with Jealous Rage ABBA, but we are going to throw Dante Deal into the corner, catching it back down, doing 2S, I believe.
But
trying to get some mileage out of 6. Good IV.
Ooh, that IV is really good.
Trying to put Danzai in the corner, keep the corner to stay there. 6 piece, put the in place, and we are
and a good
super wall break. Okay, this might be exactly what we need. The momentum shift that we're looking for, of course. Go after hard knockdown. You know, Danzai still does have 100 meter, but Abba's building some meter of their own.
And that high profile again.
Ah, there it is. Counter hit Danzai. Oh, not quite.
Ooh.
Oh, and a reversal on the throw. Good read.
Duel
Very
2.
good read.
I'm not saying I ever gave up. I never give up. I never give up. But this is the momentum shift that you're looking for. You can keep it up. Maybe I commentated first. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. And a good burst.
And
Nate.
the good burst. Ooh, wait. Oh! Predicts the high profile there and punishes with a far slash.
Yeah.
Could we
Very-
see some turnaround? I think we are.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing this. It's Abba guessing, it's like a bit of RPS in neutral, high profile, low profile. But yeah. I can close that one now. Very handily.
Very handily, but we saw some really good things from our testament.
Yeah, we did. I was really impressed. Like again, one of those things. Like I say, this score doesn't tell the whole story. Both students did really well there. You see the reads, you see the adaptations happening in real time, and I like the sort of dance, the sort of tango that they were doing in neutral. But again, it's just like if you do make that mistake against Abba, she does get that jealous rage. It's just like Testament really, doesn't like being down in the corner. And I believe being pinged. I think we're going to the scores once again.
I think so.
Okay, let's see. And it might still be being updated. See here. Let's see here.
Oh, apparently there was some audio issues during that set.
Yeah, they've been
According
haunting
to
us.
chat.
They've been haunting us this stream. The audio demon has struck.
Unfortunately, I have to blame myself because the boss scuff is real.
The boss. What is the boss scuff?
Anytime there is more than one person in the Ba team in one place at a time, there will be some sort of network issue or
Oh my
issue of
gosh.
some sort.
What
Usually, if Mark is involved, the stream will have to close down for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, Mark did say that you are exploding the mic on purpose. Yeah, and Mark, the Fouts have been on stream once now. Once. It was against our Soul team we watched. Yes. Yeah, I think it was just the one time, but we've seen Abba's go up twice now. They've been looking. I'm not gonna lie, Abba's looking kind of nice.
The ABBA is looking very good. Who's our next stream up?
Let's see. Yeah, I think we're still waiting on the humble scores to be updated. But let me see. Let me figure out who our next people's gonna be. Oh, is it gonna be our Team Ram versus Team Biken on the mentor side? Zapacow
Oh.
versus Dominating Moon. Oh wow. Yeah, Luna, who I know is streaming the Luna, who's also been a mentor, took their student to victory, the Ram student. But I know a little bit of Ram bias here on the on the streamer side of things. But that's okay. We all gotta be a little bit of biased. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Geo win the last one, I was feeling very biased. I was at work. I was unfortunately employed, so I didn't get to watch that one live. But I was rooting. I was rooting for that team Geo all the way.
I was unfortunately or fortunately rooting for the Axel team in that one. I do hope to mentor an Axel at some point in this internship.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'm trying to think. I don't know, man. It's just like you Axel players. You guys are so rare. Like I say that as like a Geo player as well. It's just like I feel like there's not many Geo players, but it's just like Axel players. Like I don't know. It's just like I'm glad there's not more Axels because man, that can be kind of annoying. But it's just like sometimes he's just not the most popular guy. But how could he not be? I mean, look at him. He's so cool. He's so cool.
Well, actually, that's the thing. When you look at something like Puddle Farm, he's surprisingly really popular at the higher levels as a secondary. I know there's quite a few people who just get Axel into Vank and don't do anything else with him. but he's not that popular on the beginner side, which is weird because I think the beginner side is where Axel is the strongest.
Yeah. I think people don't know how to deal with them, and it's just like, we've seen it in ban a lot of times. A lot of Axels get top 8, yourself, I believe, Plant, like there's a few. There's a couple of them neglecting. I've been knocked out in a top 8 in like ban by an Axel player because I was absolutely flummoxed. I was stupefied on how to deal with with Axel offense because I had an aversion to dash block at the time. Still do a little better at it now though. But Jorts, thank you, Jorts. Fighting Jorts has helped me a good bit.
Jorts is very good at helping people with the Axel, I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, Jorts helped me with the Axel even.
True.
It's interesting though, at the higher levels, you as an Axel player, you want people to dash block so you can actually take advantage of your 2p RPS, because if they don't, it can be you can be at a weird middle ground where you're too far to reach them with anything that's particularly safe, but too close where your unsafe options are as meaningful.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's just Well, actually, you know what? You mentioned Jorts, and I always think it's fun when you see the students becoming the mentors. Like I believe Red Dawn, just doing like we run one here, like Red Dawn doing the GGG back in the day. Now they're a mentor for the internship. I always love when the students become the mentors, pass the torch down for the character for the younger generations to enjoy, so they can know. It's always fun to see, and hoping to be a Geo mentor myself one day. But I am currently not playing the game. I gotta buy it. My pad broke, and I'm not nice on the leverless yet.
Oh no.
I know. I like leverless, but I'm not. Oh, it's still not comparing to my year of pad experience. It feels nice. I enjoy it more actually, but I'm just not good at it. I'm getting thrown on wake up like every day.
I got a new pad a couple months back, and it's been pretty good to me. It's a Victrix, but I have to say, having seen some of the stuff you can do and the freedom you have on leverless, I have considered trying it out a few times.
It's worth a shot, I'm unk, I mean, not necessarily, but I don't have the same neuroplasticity. I haven't put it in the work because again, I've been like doing job stuff and things, so it hasn't come along as quickly as I'd liked. But it's just the defense feels a lot better. It's fun. It's nice, man. It's nice. But yeah, it's always worth a shot.
It's interesting. I've heard from some people who play on pad that they that if they have enough buttons, they change the binding on their jump, because you can have things accidentally jump when you really don't want them to, especially when you're using a 6 button on pad. And I've heard good things, so I may try that.
Yeah.
What is Mint saying? Oh, Mint is telling me to try keyboard instead of leverless. I've heard interesting things from keyboard.
Yeah, Mint Chip, they were talking about the keyboard. The first time they told me they play a keyboard, I just didn't eyebrow raise. But the jump from keyboard to leverless, like if you do play some keyboard, I don't understand keyboard players. I don't know how you guys do it. But the jump from keyboard to leverless isn't as steep as like pad to leverless, because it is effectively the same kind of thing. But it's just I'm not gonna lie, picturing Chip doing all those Mint Chip doing all those crazy inputs on Chip on keyboard. I don't know. That must sound crazy.
Mint usually plays on pad, not keyboard, but she did rebind her jump button. That's where I heard it from, and I'm getting convinced to try it myself.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sometimes a little change like that can mean all the difference in the world as far as improving. I'm not gonna lie, switching to leverless has broken my backdash habit. I was a chronic backdasher ever since I started this game. And speaking of game starting, Zapcow, Dominic Moon. First time seeing Team Ram on screen. I know Luna's pumping her fist right now, ready to watch.
I gotta say, of all the characters in the game, Ram is one that I really do not know very much about.
See, we have seen it again. The famous round start, jumping Yozansen.
Very effective. Ooh, and those Yosansens really pulling their weight here.
Yeah. I feel like Dominating Moon throws those out just to see how you deal with it. I feel like there's gotta be some sort of condition, some sort of layer.
You know, I think so, but given the reward, it may just be a good play.
It is, yeah. Oh wow, that diagonal sword is so hard to beat. But yeah, Dominating Moon gonna dominate that first round. See how Zapicao adapts to this next one. It's some good back and forth so far. Good
But
back
we
dash, but
could see
explosions
this
still catches.
turnaround here. I think we saw the JS there instead of the Yosansen. Ooh, baits the parry.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice done. And another thing, like, you know, you see the mentors, they just master the characters, they know exactly how to convert every hit. We've seen some unconventional conversions for about all our mentors now. Stuff that you just don't do unless you've been playing your character for a minute. One of those weird scenarios that you just don't always get.
Speaking of those weird conversions, I think we just had one now with some 5D conversions that I really don't see very often.
Oh, and I believe this combo is going to be what Dominating Moon needs to take this last round in a perfect, no less. That one snuck up on me. I wouldn't even look at the health bar.
I wasn't either. The perfect is impressive.
Yeah.
Mankind knew that they could.
I saw Baiken Far Slash round start, and I gotta say, that Baiken Far Slash really is just so good.
It do be nice. These characters do. I don't know, Boomiey, correct me if I'm wrong. It's just like these characters are competing over the sort of mid-range. They do play at somewhat similar spacing. Decent at dealing with character setups, but Ram is you can't exactly deal with Ram's sword setups because you know the explosions. So she's it can be a little rough. And Ram a good character.
Ram is certainly a good character.
Look at this good conversion. I always love seeing wall bounce combos from Baiken.
That JD is just really interesting.
It's so funny. It's just such a funny move.
Duel 2.
But Dominating Moon is making a really strong showing so far. I thought that Yozansen was a cross up there. Seeing Zapicao taken to the air a little bit more.
To my knowledge, Ram has some pretty good air buttons.
Yeah, she does. And we are gonna find ourselves in this sort of Ram win con, getting Dominating Moon into the corner, looping these hard knockdown scenarios. The spots are coming through once again.
That super wall break really is a very powerful condition for Ram. I mean, it's powerful for every character, but I think Ram especially has it.
I really thought Dominating Moon was sitting on the burst there. I'm not sure if that was a misinput, if they were making the plays, but we're actually going to this next round without burst. Baiken Blast coming through is going to get backdash. Zapicao is going to actually punish that and turn it into a corner conversion.
Wow.
Baiken's going through.
Although we are seeing these Baiken Guts actually take effect here. Because I know on Axel, I would have been barely any health left
your round would have been over.
Yeah.
Jumping Yozansen, see if his Dominating Moon needs in order. Good cross up, working with Cloud Assault, 100 meters. Things are looking good. We are going to block this one though. But I believe this is going to kill.
No, it isn't. No conversion with the, ooh, but the bait of the reversal.
But the evil downward hitbox of the Baiken JH closing out that round for us.
Baiken JH is just Better than you'd think it would be.
She's just pointing her sword down. It can be really hard to ground to air that one. Luckily, GODP can actually beat it, but I'm notoriously bad at the GODP input.
I mean, I play Axel, who has the best anti-airs in the game, so...
instead of
True.
reflecting on
I
themselves,
see you're nice with it too. I remember it was like an ancient GGG I was watching you fight. I think it was Eris. I was like, man, look at this boy Ashenone on the anti-airs, the biking anti-airs.
I'm shapeless.
I've actually
Ready to
gotten a
cut
lot
free?
better at it recently, because back in the GGG you're talking about, I wasn't even using 6K on Axel, and
I know. Yeah.
bad
Again,
idea.
that's what improvement's all about, man. It's always fun to see your fellow players improve. But back to the bracket. So both bursts coming out the first 13 seconds of the game. A little bit of back and forth between these characters. For this
really-
well right here. Oh, not quite. Reset nonetheless. And a throw.
Another grab. Just some really great conversions off of both characters.
Need to recuperate.
Gotta say, I don't know what Moon is planning here, so I'm not sure if Zapacow can either. But they still have some time to make this download, make something happen here. Okay, Sword's gonna go through on that parry, and a really good. I like how Zapacow turns these into conversions towards the corner.
Yeah, I noticed that some players get the conversions off of their defensive tools, but then struggle to actually get them back into the corner, and then it's a full screen game. But Zapacow doing a really good job of keeping the opponent in the corner, which for Ram, if you're in the corner against Ram, that is a very difficult position to be in.
Yeah. Okay. We lose our burst in the first 3 seconds of this round. We're gonna see if we can take Zapacow's too, and we do.
Dominating Moon doing a lot of parries here just on wake up. But Zapacow using projectiles and other tools to not have those parries be as detrimental.
And yeah, Bike and Guts, the Japanese guts coming through, but again, we're in our last situation in the humble low to close out the round. I think that caught a backdash from Moon there.
mankind.
I think this is Zapacow's. This is 2-1 dominating Moon favor, right?
Yes, I believe so. So Zapacow actually was able to turn that one around. So we'll see if we can get another point on the board for Team Ram here. Again, Team Bike has also been pretty strong today, but you never count out these people's, particularly the Mentor's ability, just to sort of rally, and make reads, get these down lows. Zapacow gonna get caught out with their swords here, without their swords here, rather. Ooh, a couple of big hits, which actually dropped a little bit, looks like.
You know, these mentors are rallying, but I've got to say, at the end of the day, it really is more about whether the students can succeed than the mentors.
Yeah, that is very true.
Still intact.
And the 6H OTG to close it out. Very familiar scenario, dominating Moon. Single round from closing this out. See if Zapacow can make a miracle happen once more. Okay, the
These
double Bike and
5D
blast.
conversions are
Yeah.
just...
Don't look away.
I gotta say, this kind of makes me want to learn some tether conversions
Yeah,
if I'm ever tethered by biking.
it's weird. There are a couple different ways that her tether behaves differently based on when you've been tethered the first time, the second time, or even if you're biking on bike and who's tethering who. It's strange. There's a few you got to work on.
With characters with these like states, you can get some really interesting conversions.
And
And
for that round, it was really looking like Zapacow had that down one back and forth. But yeah, Dominating Moon just closing that one. I thought that was I was very confident that Zapacow was going to have that one. But yeah, that is 3 points for the Biken team. let's see, as we move over to the student side with Senbiki, and who's our RAM student, actually? I mean, what do we got for our RAM student?
Sinistic, it seems. I don't know them as a player.
No, I don't think I'm terribly familiar. So we're in for a treat because I think this is our first time. Yeah, now this is our first time seeing our RAM student.
Actually, one sec. I've got to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a sec. If you can
Okay.
hold down the comms for me.
I will hold down the fort.
Appreciate it.
Twitch chat is stuck with me. Is that my main man, Boomiey? Hi, Simi. Hey, Simi, you're just in time for the RAM action, by the way. I'm glad you could make it. And yes, we've lost Ashen. Stuck with me. Simi, proud of you for winning ban, by the way. I'm not sure if I think I told you that, but good job, my goat. The Rams are kind of taking over right now. We got a Ram broadcasting. We got a Ram band champion here. Simi, the shimmy. I'm not want you to know that's never gonna get old. The first time I ever commentated for you, I said the Simi shimmy. I'm like, that's funny. I'm never gonna stop saying that ever. Thank you, Minchip. And yeah, we'll take a little quick intermission after this one. Yeah. Boomey's okay. I don't really mess with that guy, but he alright. Dude, Mark, you're not even Unk. I got like 4 years on you, but like, I'm maybe Unk, but you're not quite Unk status. You got the rodent knowledge here. Mark, we'll get you on the comments. You'll talk about. Can you just talk about different types of fauna, please?
I am back now.
Welcome, Ash. And I was just talking about Mark and how that guy be knowing a lot about animals, and maybe we can get him to commentate. Not to actually commentate like a bracket, but actually just get him on the comm booth. Just talk about like rodents and stuff.
I think the best would be getting Mark to calm about frogs. Mark does
Frogs,
love his
that's true.
frogs.
He's got the frog profile picture and everything. What am I talking about? Let's get some amphibian. Mark, can you drop some amphibian knowledge in the chat, please? I'm begging you. I'm sorely lacking my amphibian facts department.
All right, are we ready for the students to start playing, or?
I don't know. I'm not sure if they're ready or if they're on. I think it's the students on the stand. Maybe they're waiting for you. I don't know. Yeah, they've gotten the good to go now.
I'm excited to see Sinistic play because we've seen Senbiki play already with the very good Biken.
Yeah. Again, I've seen Senbiki before. Senbiki, I think actually, I was in an orientation bracket with them one time. I think they got like top 3 or something. I got like 8th in that one. I got like 8th. Yeah, Senbiki's been nice on the Biken.
Senbiki has been nice on the Biken. I know I've fought them, I just can't remember when. Is Geo Biken an interesting, good matchup? Because I gotta feel like it might be, yeah.
So it's just a skill matchup. It's just a skill matchup. Some people might say it's slightly Biken favored because Geo can't run her drill Oki or anything. She's good at dealing with Geo media options, but it's just it's pretty much a skill matchup.
Okay.
It's very interactive. It's fun. I used to hate it because I didn't know how to deal with Use Johnson, but it's fun.
Dominating Moon saying that this is a Baiken favored matchup. In the chat.
That's true. She can parry the Geo multi-hits. That is true. But yeah, for the longest time, I think, it's in Biki's just left the stand. I don't know what's up with that. But, yeah, like, Geo loses the Spiral, Oki and everything, and, deals with her tape. Parry's very good into Geo and stuff. But, I mean, I always thought it was like maybe a little Baiken favored, but everybody tells me it's like all the other better Geos, they just say it's like a skill matchup. I believe them. I'm but the humble beginner.
I can see that.
Oh.
You are very good though. You are a very good Geo. Out
Oh.
of curiosity, what do you think of the Axel Geo matchup? Because I have heard players like Ant saying it's an even matchup, but I think it's losing for Axel.
I think it's slight losing for Axel. I'll be honest, if there's any character like again, I'm not the best like tier list, I'm not like tier list here, but in my humble experience, my anecdotal experience, I think it's slight Geo favored, at least just because he can cross the screen pretty fast, and actually in one corner.
Apparently the audio is exploding again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I got this. But,
is it my mic or is it Boomey's mic?
okay, here we go. I think we're actually going in now. But yeah, I think Geo Axel slight Geo favorite just because Axel folds when he does get hit.
Duel 1.
But now we've got Bike and Ram. Okay. And a little back and forth. Second burst coming out for Sinistic here, swapping sides of the screen, and do a little jump in action. Swords coming out. We're without swords.
And just expending those swords quite readily.
Yeah. And speaking of Okami, didn't waste any time taking their turn back, but they could find themselves back in the corner here, losing the round. I gotta say, yeah, this Viking, the Viking Ram back and forth has been pretty interesting so far on both the student and mentor side. It's looking kind of similar so far.
It is, yeah. Although I have to say, Sinistic is really they seem really good at playing patiently in the neutral, but then when they get in, they just explode.
Yeah, and you can see Sinistic sort of walking back and forth, looking for the right moment to attack. And speaking of, this reversal coming out just the right spot, catching Sinistic right back to his corner. Kavari coming through in a big 2H counter hit. Don't want to get hit by that. You should be able to kill off this. Not quite.
Oh, but catches the reversal.
Yeah. Very nicely done.
Duel 3.
You know, I think like we said earlier, Zambiki is really good at their reversals. And it's coming in this matchup quite a bit.
Gonna jump in from Ram. Gonna get the reset. Sword's coming through after the wall break. And PRC sword. We saw that on the Metro side as well. I can't help but wonder if that's a little trick that we picked up. Great counter hit there. Yeah, we do probably need to burst that one. Just testing each other out in the neutral here. Sinistic sitting on 100 meter, gonna spend it on RC. Keep yourselves from being negative there. Whiff.
Okay, so, out of curiosity, what's the point of Ram Rekka?
Ram what?
Ram's Rekka that he has.
I don't know. You'd have to ask one of our myriad Rams. But speaking of, Ram taking that first game. Unlike our mentor set where the Dominating Moon came out with their dominating presence the first round. Looks like Sinistic is gonna have a stronger presence in this first round. Senbiki Okami still got plenty of time to adapt though, and again, what doesn't tell the whole story? We've seen good stuff from both players. Do you see that Yozansen coming through?
That Tatami in pressure can be a really difficult tool to deal with. And
I do love to see it. Yeah, Senbiki does do jump in and do JP from time to time. This time coming out through with a jumping Yozansen. Not gonna spend the meter, instead opting for a reset, it looks like.
we're seeing some really good Yozansen conversions off of Senbiki.
Yeah, really good parry too. And this is a situation you don't want to pee in. Yeah, and there it is. I thought it was going to be right away on Wake Up, but there's the cross-up Yozansen closing out that round.
I waste my time.
Yeah.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
And Statistic coming straight through with the offense, getting that wall break for 7 seconds. And BKO Kami losing their health rapidly. JS coming through, delayed Tatami, guys gonna get a counter hit. And now you're tethered.
I gotta say, when you get grabbed by Viking, that tether is really scary.
Yeah,
But
it is.
Sinistic does not seem to be scared of it at all.
I was afraid the explosion of the sword there was gonna outlast the immune frames on the reversal, but no, it worked out. You're just basic with Kabari there, but Ram just Sadistic just setting out a sword of their own, like, okay, I can do that too.
Truly.
Duel 3.
I think you can only really get away with that against Ram as Viking if you have the meter to super.
Yeah. For Senbiki Okami, I gotta say, you see it again, getting a lot of mileage out of the strike throw pressure, maybe finding a change in Sinistic's armor here, something that they can continue to lean into for their offense.
Maybe.
But this health lead's evened out in a matter of 5 seconds.
The meter lead was even before, but now we've got full burst, full meter, and that's not a good place to be, but Senbiki does turn it around.
Yeah, and spending our meter a little early on the offense, leaving us vulnerable to the humble Viking 5P. Senbiki Okami taking a round of their own.
Wait, that's
1-1 now.
5P? I thought that was 2P.
No, Viking 5P just really, really comically low.
Huh.
Ooh, jumping out for the sword explosion there. Nicely done from Senbiki. Gonna find themselves back at the mid-screen. Gonna get counter hit nonetheless, though. Parry bounce, and 2 parry bounces, actually. The right spear, just the interaction, not quite going the way we want it to if you're Senbiki in this situation. But no matter, we're gonna find Sinistic into the corner on the left. With something goes on, but nothing a JS won't solve.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, again, so conscious of the sword explosions. Doesn't matter. A little bit of an explosion, but getting exploded, that last sliver health on a parry.
Mm-hmm.
Duel 2.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed with these parries on Senbiki. Viking
Yeah.
parry is a really strong tool, but you need to be really exact about it, because it's only 3 frame active.
And, 3 games into the set, I think Senbiki is getting a feel for how Sinistic wants to play. And Sinistic was looking a little more prominent early on, but I think Senbiki is showing, even if these parries are bounces, it shows that they know that what Sinistic wants to go for. Oh, the guy actually pushed there. Okay, interesting. Sinistic one sword out, sitting on 100 meter, and a slight health lead. I think Sinistic's content to wait here and let their sword come back.
Huh. Ooh.
Oh, a good
Oh?
super cancel. God, waiting for the parry there. The humble. Is that the S sword? Oh, that's not humble at all. That's an evil move. We're gonna play that's the S sword this time, right?
3. Let's rock.
The line between an evil move and a humble move is how much you abuse it.
I suppose. Nonetheless, Senbiki Okami coming right back in with a strike throw, which still seems to be working.
It is working. Oh, and this is a conversion that we saw from Dominating Moon. So
Wow.
I think this is one that Senbiki learned from them.
Yeah, and
Oh,
that wall broke. Didn't expect it to work out that way. No gold burst or wake up from Sinistic, except I'll take the back dash to Sabiki, content to run up, finish out with another throw.
Senbiki seems to be getting a really good read on Sinistic.
Yeah, and again, getting a lot of mileage out of this. Perhaps even catching Sinistic panicking a little bit. We're getting a lot of mileage out of these throws, though.
What is the score right now?
I think it's 2-1 in favor of Sabiki.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Not permitted. Not bad. Recovering.
Both bursts are out. Sinistic in the corner, and fighting for sword. Time. Still gonna get hit by a low.
Sinistic jumping a lot, showing to be pretty scared of these tatamis.
Yeah, going across the field onto puts Sabiki in the corner, but it's gonna give them the setup that they need to close out this round with a 2H.
Really commanding start from Senbiki. They seem to have a really good read.
Yeah, and again, taking a bit of dominating boost, dominating presence. You can see Senbiki's momentum having picked up once they got the download. You can see that they really just want to close this out. And Sinistic maybe a little bit on the back foot. You know, a lot of pressure being on screen here. So we're gonna see. Gonna get a big counter hit. Oh, and we're gonna miss both the parries there. But we don't have a sword to break the wall there. I'm not sure if that was a messed up Multibato input.
I think it was. It looked like it was.
But nonetheless, it gave us the reset that we might have actually wanted. Might have actually worked out.
Throw it all away.
And it did work out.
Okay. So both players going to this one. Last life for this game. Sabiki losing their burst right away. Taking a big sit take to the face. Yeah, we do want to burst that as well. Yusansen being out in the air-to-air trade.
That cross-up Yusansen is just... I know I barely block it half the time.
Not sure if that was a misinput or maybe we thought we got a conversion that we didn't, but Sinistic blocking out that overdrive there. There it is. Hard knockdown. Positive bonus. Could be the momentum that Sinistic needs.
Both
going
players
out.
have... Oh? I was gonna say both players have relatively similar health, but... Senbiki seems to be... Oh no?
Oh wow, look at that conversion.
Really good conversion.
Yeah,
I don't think I could have done that.
Yeah, the BRC into 5K to 2K, very nice. And a sword to the face, tying it up. 2-2 Sinistic, getting another 2 points on the board. You know, again, had that first round, looked like it might have been slipping from their grasp for a second, but pulling it back in.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
These are some really good games from our students here.
Yeah. And again, you know, very impressive, you know, for whatever they might not have, you know, mechanically over their mentor counterparts, they make up for, you know, in spirit. They, I have to say, you still see some really good reads. You still see a lot of these similar conversions that they picked up from their mentors, these B&Bs. And even sort of the game plan, I feel like, maybe to a lesser extent, we've seen the student matchup play out a lot like we saw the mentor side play out for this matchup.
We do. Although, the thing I really like about these beginners is you get to see people using tools that you don't always see used in the, like, opens and stuff, and you get to see it used in interesting ways.
Yeah. Players went reversal for reversal there, but and turning it around, making that round theirs, and now it's Senbiki, who's looking like they're poised to win for a second. He's now got a round to make this happen. And using all that fighting spirit. Oh, but I don't think this is going to catch backdash. No.
Unfortunately.
Good punishment. The parry attempt as well.
Also, Boomiey, you may want to fix your mic a little bit. It is getting kind of crunchy.
It's getting crunchy.
Boomiey just left and came back, I believe.
I did.
Duel 3.
Really good turnaround from Sambiki here. Ooh, and those cross-up Yosansens. It could still be anyone's game, but Sambiki does have health. Both players seem to be playing a pretty cautious neutral game. Neither wants to get a counter hit, but the cross-up Yosansen just kills. Really good things seen from both players here.
Alright, we're back, and I hope we can get where less crunchy. Thank you for closing that one out for me.
No problem, Boomiey.
Wins.
Okay, and I think we are going to take a little intermission right before this one, before we go into our next sets. We'll take a little break, probably put the scores up as well. But yeah, really impressive stuff from everybody that we've seen thus far. But yeah, good games lined up, and we've got some more coming. But for now, we are going to take a little bit of a break. So grab a snack, grab some water, do what you got to do, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, welcome back, everybody, from our brief intermission. So today, let's see what we're looking at for our next matchup.
I think it's Testament into, if I'm
Ram.
not mistaken, Ram.
Okay, and we'll see the mentor side, Jeek and Zappa Cow. So I'm interested to see how this one will play out. I'll be honest.
I've been told it's a really bad matchup.
For whom?
That's not what I wanted. For Testament.
Oh, really? Okay. I was not aware of that. So again, we'll see how this one goes out then. The Jeek versus the Zappa Cow as they take the stand, ready to fight, get some points for their students. My dog just walked in.
The IRL Ray.
The IRL Ray. Yeah, this one's not a cool wolf though. She's just a beagle, and she's currently sniffing around my room to make sure that nothing is amiss. Let's see. So we saw Zappa Cow just a second ago into the Viking matchup against Dominating Moon, and Jeek is back after the ABBA matchup. So we'll see how this one plays out with Jeek on player one side. Okay.
Both players with those footsies, I think Ram play at very similar ranges, but Testament requires a bit of set play to keep up with Ram, so it's not the best matchup.
And I think Zappa Cow lost a little bit of pressure there, trying to get Jeek's burst out, who was disciplined, held down back, and now is waiting for both their swords to come back, but Jeek's going to buy their way back out. We've seen that before. Jeek just really good at holding that offense, not losing their cool, and turning what was initially a losing scenario into a winning one.
Yeah, and this is a good place, or it was a good place, for Testament to be round start range, because Testament has those good round starts, and the post wall break stain state can be huge for Testament.
That's true. And of course, Ram's always looking to get those hard knockdown wall breaks, you know what I mean? But Test is somebody who, post wall break situation, you know, with the stain is pretty favorable. See that here, both players going back and forth, not getting any wall breaks. Both swords going out. Zappa Cow is going to get that throw in though, but it's going to take a back throw right back themselves.
Good use of 100 meter to stay safe there.
Oh, I didn't convert. No matter, the 2K goes through, tying up the round to game one. And I'm keeping an eye on Jeek's round start, so you take some time usually to buy some space, either jumping back in or just seeing what Zappa Cow is going to do.
You know, Jeek is not looping the Testament pressure the same way I see a lot of other Testaments do. I'm interested to see if that's, or to know if that's an intentional decision to make it that way or not.
I'd say so. You know, Jeek's a very intentional player. You know, we see things like them backdashing, you know, just teleport back and forth, dodge a move, or just again create that sort of that distance between two characters. So both bursts are out. Again, Jeek at a little bit of a health disadvantage, blocking for dear life, looking for that opportunity to get that hit in, turn around, and it's going to be a throw. Putting Zappa Cow in the corner, who's still sitting on top of 50 meter. He's going to jump out, and I believe this kills. Yeah.
Those ram sword explosions just really something to be worried about.
Yeah, definitely problematic. So we'll see the adjustment going into this game. I know Jeek's capable of them. We've seen these adjustments, these adaptations before. Okay, it's really good pressure from Zappa Cow. Oh wow. good pickup and a
Probably.
pretty handy-dandy first round. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say probably the biggest first round we've seen from these players so far.
Yeah. Okay. Holding sword here. Ram is without swords though. Just doing some simple down backing. Good jump right there. And another throw. I'm loving these throws I'm seeing from G.
Gotta say, they seem to have those throws on lock. Ooh, and that teleport was sneaky.
Yeah, it was. He's been doing a lot of those. And then the RC to turn that into a kill. This has been a lot of back and forth so far. These Testaments tests today have really been, and the Rams tests. Our sets have really been something today.
Ooh. Has Zapacow finally gotten a bit of a read on the strike throw there?
That was such a crazy conversion. Mid-screen all the way to the wall there. Ram is really going to make those things happen. Gonna catch the backdash there. Again, we're going to find ourselves in that scenario where we're holding the sword pressure, holding that offense. Zapacow sneaking away past the Arbiter sign. It's going to tell Jeek to get right back in the corner with that burst, sending a sword right out, creating that, buying back that distance, and closing out the round.
Both players showing extremely strong plays this game.
Yeah. And it's really just a matter of how well you can hold the Ram's sword pressure. And again, Jeek is really good at it. But it's just burst coming out. It made the situation that you want to be in for Jeek. 5D just whiffing.
This really is a bit of a game of who can get the first knockdown, because both characters have exceptional pressure.
Yeah. Let's see. Both players just kind of testing each other. Slash coming through. Oh, and the jump in is going to get called out by Zapacow, who's going to send Jeek right back into the corner for hard wall break, hard knockdown rather, positive bonus. And a throw of their own comes out.
Duel 2.
I noticed Zapacow with Jeek throwing out those throws has started to present their own strike throw.
And Zapacow's looking really ready to close this out with a fantastic backdash, ready for the throw this time. Jeek does have the burst that to keep him in the corner there. Oh, and another throw coming out.
Don't look away.
I'm surprised the 6P punished there. That's actually interesting.
Zapacow still applying some pressure. Jeek sneaking their way out. The sneaky Jeeky 6P coming through. And just within a few seconds, we found ourselves on the other side of the screen. Two burst out of this. Oh, and there
But
it is.
that's 6P.
Left-hander forbidden one. And we go into this round. Zapacow will be down burst. Betting it all. 17 black. Letting it ride right at that moment. Doesn't even matter. Because again, just one conversion like that is enough to take almost like 60% of Testament's health, 2 interactions.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a conversion off of a 6P too, which is insane.
Yeah. Oh, and a good burst.
Ooh, and that burst bait. Huh, that didn't.
Ah, there it is. Sword coming through.
Sword to the face.
Yeah, Zapacow not letting, showing that they don't even
This meant
need the burst going into that next round in order to be able to win. A bit of an ostentatious round, but yeah, really nicely played from both players. Again, these mentors, man, it's just I didn't play this character, but I'm just taking notes on some of these interactions because it's so cool just to be able to have front row seats, to be able to watch these people so nice on their characters, to be able to throw hands.
Oh, absolutely. And also, as we've said before, the score does not represent how that round went. That was very give and take from both players, very close in almost every game.
Yeah, and of course, we see we see the matchup play out in one way on the mentor side. Could be entirely different story on the student side. Again, we saw a 3-0 for the students for the Faust student, the Faust student getting 3-0 on our Soul student today, and then the the Soul mentor getting a 3-0 on the Faust mentor right away. Of course, the students are they're the onus of the event. That's where all the points, that's where all the winnings are made. So mentors doing what they can to ease their students' chances of victory, but of course, it's up to the student to show show their stuff and show them how much they've improved, see what they've got. So we will see what we're looking at as Baba or Julie takes a stand against Sinistic here.
Both players have done very well in their previous fights.
Yeah. See, and yeah, I think so. We saw Baba fighting Fixer earlier, and we saw Sinistic against Sembiki Okami. Game map, still rocking the Denim Testament IC. So we'll see both players taking a step back, and then taking his moment to strike like Vipers just after. Arbiter Sign to keep Sinistic at bay for just a second, but in vain. Sinistic's going to come right in, spending both swords, both spotted through the wall again. Positive bonus, hard knockdown, not the situation you want to be in.
That's really something that we notice from Sinistic, where they will just explode when they can.
Yeah. And that's, it really is Ram's win con, is making you hold sword pressure, getting you in the corner, getting that hard knockdown, getting the Multipato, and just looping that situation over and over. And it's going to work out in their favor as they take this first round.
Now, we have seen Baba adapt quite a bit previously, so
yes.
I'm interested to see the adaptations they pull out today.
Good burst here. Another sort of zoning Arbiter Sign, gonna teleport right in with 2K. I like these teleports so far, being tricky.
I like these teleports, but I feel like a bird could have been a more advantageous choice there.
Yeah. See, so we'll say we're one interaction away from potentially losing this first round. 2 points going to Sinistic, who again, Team Ram making a strong showing today.
Mankind knew.
Very strong showing.
Duel 1.
But we'll see what Baba has got going into this second game, having collected some information. Another sort of warding Arbiter Sign.
That's a good 6P.
Got the burst out. Ram is without swords. Still taking a little bit of oh yeah, Sinistic, not deterred, still gonna keep their pressure going.
Really quick, really dominating rounds from Sinistic here.
Yeah. And that's exactly, and that's the thing, going into these matches, not just on Ram, but just as a player, for the mental, having that momentum of being able to keep your opponent, on the back foot is really important to victory. There is a mental aspect to these matches outside of the actual matchup. Okay, teleporting in. Baba trying to get some pressure going. He's going to end up getting counter hit out of it, though.
I'd like to see Baba turn this around.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
So taking a more reserve round start, jumping back.
You really can't just throw things out in neutral against Ram, because Ram will absolutely beat you up for it.
Yeah. And again, Sinistic has shown that they're very content to watch what you're doing in neutral and respond accordingly. Closing that one out with a perfect round. So again, we still got a round to make this happen if you're Baba here. It is giving just enough meter for that Multipato. Our burst is coming up here in a second. This could be the ticket we need to get out of this situation. We are going to use it. Going through.
I gotta say, that was the best situation to use the burst. You had to do it.
Yeah. But it might not be enough because it's going to give...
Not
Explosion
super wall break, but... Ooh, and the explosion.
Sword explosion. closing us out. Yeah. Again, it's just Sadistic, really overwhelming pressure.
This meant something, but I don't
Ram,
know what.
and such a strong character, So I could see this as somebody who's really dialed in their offense, and obviously he's just you see how they made those points on the board, and taken after after their mentor there in that regard. Just yeah, not wasting any of those opportunities in neutral to find that opening, and then just keep the just like pedal the metal, keep just staying on the gas.
Oh, absolutely. And you can really see where the mentor translates into the mentee here with some of the stuff Sinistic does just in general. It's really exciting to see.
Yeah. So let's see. And I think we are going to see scores in a second here. I believe. But the streets are saying that Team ABBA has dropped one set. Is this true? Again, I think these scores are probably they might still be updating.
I
Um,
think so. Let
but
me check the
I think
start
what we'll be
GG.
looking at is going to be yeah. So the scores aren't there, but we're going to be looking at ABBA and Ram and Grands, and that makes sense because again, these players have been really dominating today. With of course, the team in first place kind of comes in on the winner side, so to speak. So it'll be the students fighting, and Team Ram coming in second place. Will essentially have to basically fight it to the Sinex is gonna have to fight it to reset essentially in order to be able to win this one out.
Oh, I've got to say, uh, I think I want to consider the Ram ABBA matchup here, and I think it's pretty Ram favorite if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I think we still. There we go. Updated scores. Boom. There it is.
There
There
we
it
go.
is.
Okay.
It's
Wow,
okay.
very updated
It's okay.
scores.
Yeah, very updated, but big discrepancy. There it is. Okay, yeah, and wow, 41 points on Team ABBA there. And then let's see, coming in second, of course, the Ram, who's going to be, they're going to be coming on our loser side, so to speak. But yeah, really good performances today. And then we got Team Baiken in third place. Garcia, Biki, Okami, and Dominating Boone doing some really awesome stuff. So, of course, as we go into the Grands, keep in mind, it's just like, of course, score doesn't tell the whole story. And it's just like, some of these matchups can be really difficult, but at the end of the day, it's representation, be proud, coming out, putting forth your best foot, trying your best, and, committing to, learning your character, mastering your craft, and hopefully, building a relationship with a mentor, picking up some new things. And even sitting here in the comms booth, I know I picked up a couple of things today. So it's, yeah, it's always good to see these awesome, these aspiring, you know, players come out, put forth the best foot, do some really cool stuff.
I agree. I'm really happy to have been a part of this comms, and I'm really happy to have seen everything from these students. I wish I had gotten to fight some of them in my time as a beginner, but the ones that I have fought, I've seen some really amazing improvement.
Yeah, and it's you're in the same position as me. A lot of times I commentate with people who have been who've been now the beginner seed for a while, but we're kind of for that same little generation, I guess. But it is funny just again seeing being on one side, the beginner side, and now being on the commentator side. Having graduated the bracket, seeing what these other people, these up and comers are cooking up. Yeah, it's always a pleasure, and it's been great to have you in the proverbial comms booth with us today.
Been great to be here.
So let's see. We're gonna be waiting on our players. Again, I think that's going to be Fixer and Sinistic here.
I will say, seeing Medikit fight has made me really interested to get some more games with them. I know that previously they sweep me a lot of times, but
Yeah.
I think I can figure some stuff out against some of this ABBA.
Yeah. No, again, if there's anything to pick it up from, it's Medikit. They've been doing some crazy stuff today.
Oh, and Genmu in the chat saying that Medi mauls them too.
Real.
Real.
Makes you want to pick up.
Oh, it does make me want to pick up ABBA again. Little known fact, when I first started playing Guilty Gear, a friend of mine introduced me to the game and had me play randoms on their characters. And I tried out ABBA and was really in love with the character, but didn't want to buy the DLC. So I ended up starting on, I think, Ino, then moving to Anji.
Oh, really?
Yep. It wasn't until after I got my first top 8 in a beginner bracket that I started playing Axel.
You know, I actually was not aware of that piece of lore. I was just knew you as a humble Axel player, as a humble Renson and Rainwater enjoyer.
Actually, my current gameplay doesn't use as much Renson as it used to.
I believe it. It's funny how the playstyles develop.
Oh yeah. You're getting a hi in chat from Nocturne.
Yeah, I said hello to Nocturne. I've had the pleasure of fighting Nocturne a few times, and they made it to Grands on the orientation last week, so it was fun to watch them fight. It was an Eno. It was it Tessa? I want to say it was a really good set. Nocturne put up a really awesome performance last week. And again, I fought this player in bracket a few times. It's been game 5 every time. Nocturne is not a slouch.
Nocturne is really not a slouch.
Not in the
I actually
slightest.
think I'm doing. Oh yeah, Nocturne's running a bracket later today that I signed up for. Valentine's Day shipping bracket.
Oh wow, that's quite the theme. I was not aware of that. Yeah, it's true. It's Valentine's Day. We're out here. Some people are thinking about love. I'm thinking about the love of the game. I'm thinking about the smell of the game. It's coming right out, and right away you see the aggression from both these players that has gotten them this far into the bracket. Really, some of the most crazy aggression we've seen so far. I almost forgot we were watching Students for a second.
I did forget we were watching Students for a second. Because you also see the aggression, but then you see a bit of winding down caution there.
Yeah. Onside deal or Fixer, again, just living for namesake, getting a lot of behind out of downside, out of the corner. My hinge can't Jealous Rage, ever so carefully. Another I love to see it.
Donzai is just one of those moves that is so hard to deal with.
And again, just once they get that pressure, it was just I'm seeing to me some sort of high-low mixes and setups post knockdown that they weren't using before. So it's interesting to see how Bob has developed. This is a player I swear I saw potential in when I saw him doing the orientations. But it looks like they've really come into their element offensively with a bit of training.
You really love to see it.
Both the swords have been expended. Fixer is going to find himself on the wall, going through, flying through the sky.
But not a super wall break, which could give Donzai. Never mind.
Yeah,
And
do a perfect
finishing
round.
it off with
Yeah.
a perfect.
Very volatile game 1 for Stars, and again, Sinistic does have to win 3 games essentially to take this to a reset because of their number 1 position. Don's ideal here is basically essentially on a winner side right now.
Also, Donzai is showing more of that strike throw that I think they showed a little bit of previously, but really noticeable here.
I think we were looking for the offense there. We tried to dodge forwards. The sword didn't work out in our favor. A couple 2Ps coming out.
This is not the best place to be for ABBA with low JR and low health, but oh, never mind.
Yeah, and
Commentator's curse. I was gonna say, but they seem to be turning it around well, but commentator's curse.
Yeah, float up, channeling their energy for Fixer in the chat. Abba to Abba communication. Yeah, and I think, you know, that would have closed out. Victor was looking for the anti-air, but it didn't quite end up working out. So we're going to see what we can do. Change it up. Good burst is going to buy us out of the situation, hopefully. Again, Fixer very tentative on their defense, always looking for the right time to explode outward and do exactly what you're about to see now.
And Fixer just getting the conversion off of everything. Really impressive work here.
Very nicely done. Let's see.
Oh, I thought we were going to see some strike throw there.
Yeah. Oh, it was looking really favorable. We got a lot of Jealous Rage. Mystic coming through, able to last it out and start getting some pressure of their own going. Of course,
Low Jealous Rage here, but we have meter. Ooh, and the burst bait.
I can't help but wonder if we meant to burst that. Of course, the time freeze right there letting us know what was happening as we come out of Jealous Rage. Very unfortunate. Very ambitious burst, because even then, Fixer was sitting 100 meter there in that scenario. So now we're, you know, getting a bit of jealous Rage pressure. We didn't have the burst that we would have wanted. Fixer doing a burst of their own. And seeing the jump out from Sinistic is pretty dire.
You know, I'm noticing Fixer tends to do a lot of neutral installs for Jealous Rage with not full bar.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working out for them a little bit, but they, in a situation like this, you notice the Jealous Rage ran out and they were left with not that much against a Ram who was very ready to punish them.
Yeah. Okay, a strong start for Fixer here. He's gonna have Sinistic in corner. He's gonna hold the defense pretty well. Put Fixer on the back foot actually, sending him across the screen. About to get another wall break. And Walterbato just gonna do a normal wall break right there. What I think is looking at. Yeah.
This is not where you want to be. Oh, never mind. Really good burst bait.
Oh, what a reset right there. Just missing. Oh no. And what would have been could have been a round-ending thing ends up whiffing and turning out in Sinistic's favor. I believe is that 2-0 for Sinistic now towards the reset.
I believe so. Yeah.
Duel 1.
Okay, but of course, you know, there's a reason that Fixer has made it this far on winner's side. They are no stunts. They can make those adaptations. They're a very methodical player. So again, I'm interested to see a little bit of a tango in neutral going back and forth.
Oh yeah. I'd like to ask our Ram and ABBA players in chat, is Ram ABBA particularly favorable for either character?
Oh, that's a topic of heated debate. I don't know. We have a Ram and ABBA in the mod chat. And it's just I can't ever see to get which side of the story, but you know, the first two games I might have said is for Sadistic and looking Ram sided, but it looks like something might have clicked for the Fixer here.
Maybe. Although it looks like we have agreement in chat, says slightly Ram favor.
Yeah, but we can't listen to Luna too much. Good counter hit. Okay, we go through the wall here, but of course, Fixer is sitting on the top of a round, about to have burst, and has 100 meter, spending 50 of it to BRC forward. A little punish with 2K there. And the Donzine wake up. I believe this should kill.
Good kill. I know it deals damage based off jail range, and that was a lot.
Get at it. I was like, oh wait. No, this I was thinking about it, like, wait, no, this absolutely kills. Like, I looked at Ram's health, like, no, that was nearly as much as I thought.
Oh yeah.
Duel 1.
Okay, so Fixer getting around on the board, trying to make sure that this doesn't go to reset. A couple of 2Ps to check the 6 defense here. Oh, and Sinistic going forward.
but damn, that conversion is good.
Oh, just missed the.
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We just missed the literal key to our offense there. Preventing us from getting that JR, or the JR in the wall break, but that's okay, because it looks like Victor's going to turn it around nonetheless, undeterred by past mistakes, and it's going to close out that round. And one more to go before closing out this potential game, seemingly rallying, and could dodge forward. Okay, a little bit of cross-up, but a good burst by Sinistic, using that to put Victor in the corner.
Both players giving really great defense and pressure.
Yeah.
It could really be anyone's game.
Yeah. Holding this offense right here. Ooh, we did backdash the throw, but we got caught by the sword explosion. Good mash. Ooh, setting out a sword that we don't have. I think we just thought it was going to come back a little bit sooner than it actually did. Okay, opting to burst here.
This is a bad situation for ABBA. Full screen against Ram, no JR.
I think maybe the play is to hold it for next round there, because Sinistic's on 100 meter. You don't have JR to move there. But then again, we'll see. We've seen these unlikely scenarios play out before in the Fixer's favor.
And a very good commanding start and wall break.
Overhead is coming through.
Good burst on Sinistic's part here.
Oh, a wonderfully spaced 2K.
Oh,
Calling
and
the
the
reversal.
down guy. How did that not kill?
I don't know.
That's insane.
Little throw whip there is going to give Sinistic some space that they might not have otherwise had. There is hope. Not when the 2K of Doom and Despair is coming through. Just like Eno. Like, he knows about Eno. Yeah, wearing platform shoes actually gives you favorable hitboxes on the 2K.
True, very true.
But, let's see. So, we have Sinistic needs this game to get to reset, whereas Fixer is a simple game away from taking the whole bracket.
Ooh, and the strike throw ABBA comes back.
Yeah, and I think Fixer just really fixed his offense. He's really come into his own, figuring out something that's worked. Again, it's putting Sinistic a little bit on the back foot here, who's defending well, but again, he only holds so much against ABBA.
Oh, yeah. Also, I've noticed Medikit likes to use the ABBA JD, and I've noticed some more of that from Fixer just now.
Yeah. Fixer dodging forward, trying to do a little more strike throw. Sinistic is ready for it this time. They've got to be if they want to make this thing happen. How's it going through? Burst is about to be up.
Misses the conversion on Donzai, but still a pretty commanding spot to be in on ABBA.
Okay.
Full screen can... Oop. Baits the anti-air really well.
And these 2Ks are just getting so much mileage. Now we're in a situation where we're not just guessing for game, we're guessing for set. Good block up on the crossover. Oh. Okay, we are one interaction essentially away. It's out. Sinistic making the most of this opportunity that they have.
Ooh, gets caught. Oh, and... Wow.
Okay. Not going gently into that. Good night, Sinistic. A round away from reset. Fixer a round away from taking this whole thing. Just about equal resources. Okay, but this is what you're looking for. You're about to have to deal with an almost full gauge of Jealous Rage.
Ooh.
As I say to the wall.
This is a very dangerous place to be in for Sinistic.
We have to burst that. We're waiting out the meter, but of course, Fixer does spend his burst, still sitting on 100 meter, and is going to spend it catching a backdash here.
Ooh.
Which gives us all the time we need to catch up, do a cross-up, but not fully convert into a round-winning kill.
Oh,
and
the 2P.
It's going to secure the victory and make Fixer our champion for today's internship. So congrats to Team ABBA. I know we had Float up in the chat. I know Yukio is going to be happy to hear about it. And yeah, good job to Fixer and Medikit today.
Wins.
So,
I agree.
Ash,
Congratulations.
I think we do. We're gonna see. Let's see. We usually do a winner interview, so we'll see if we can get the student and/or mentors in here in the comms booth for a little interview.
Okay.
If they're interested. If they're interested, it's not in the contract. You don't have to do it. And again, while we do wait, thank you everybody for showing up. Great job to all the students today. Great job to all the mentors, to all the teams putting in the hard work to make this event possible. And it's great seeing you guys come out and always play. Some returning faces, always a pleasure. And again, we hold this every 2 weeks. So if you're thinking you want to give your shot to being a student, we have the sign. We'll put the signups out soon. I always forget exactly what day it is. But, if you want to sign up, give it a shot. Say, hey, I want to see if I can learn something about this character, get paired with a potential mentor. If you want to be a mentor, come along. But I think now we've got our winners here in the comm booth. How we doing? How we feeling?
Man, I can't believe I kept dropping the kill. It made it so stressful.
It was. Yeah, I was watching, and I got to say, my heart dropped a couple of times. But you closed out the win.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask the routine, what the drill during this 2 weeks. And I've watched you. You leveled out your gameplay a lot, Fixer. So I gotta ask, what do you think led into your success? What's something that you worked on that really helped Team ABBA bring in the win today?
I mean, I really think just it was my first time actually like seriously getting a lot of games in. In Guilty Gear, I've never really, actually locked in for an amount of time and gotten a good amount of games in. But what I really credit this to is just this one time I was playing against my mentor. He was playing Geo, and I was like 1 health and no JR. And for some reason, that moment made just dash blocking, just dash block. It made it click for me. It made neutral make a lot more sense for me.
Okay, cool.
Dashing is a very important skill in this game, so it's huge you got that down.
Yeah, Medikit. I gotta ask. So, being with your student for these 2 weeks, start to end, what was something that you really saw? Fixer and really, fix in their gameplay? It was something that you feel like they really grew and improved on throughout the 2-week period.
So we were talking about a lot of the, as Fixer was talking about, just like the dash blocking. We were playing when we first started, and we kind of saw some bits of that. But one thing that Fixer really cleaned up was just a lot of playing like really aggro, really antsy. And we kind of got a hold of that throughout the tournament here. We did see it during the end as you were talking about, dropping the kill routes. But again, just really cleaning up a lot of that, impatience, I'll say. And kind of just we learned a lot of like the F-Shiki stuff as well. So just kind of some more like of the setups and what ABBA can do. Definitely we really cleaned up and definitely cleaned house.
Yeah, and again, I saw that. I've had the pleasure of commentating for you, Fixer, before, and like I've always loved your ABBA. Like you've always been a great ABBA, right? That I've seen, and you're a very methodical player. But I gotta say, you guys, I can see where you guys worked in your offense. Really good stuff. Drops happen, especially in high pressure scenarios. So really good showing. Ashen, did you have any questions for Team ABBA today?
Not particularly, no. I would just like to congratulate you both. That was some amazing gameplay I saw today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Before we begin to close this event out, Team ABBA, anything or anybody you all wanted to shout out or say or do anything, any message for the audience watching from home?
Shout out to Ukyo, my first mentor, and for getting me in a position where I could kind of level up like this during this mentorship. And also shout outs to house guests from my locals for being the person who got me into ABBA in the first place.
Nice. That's what's up. Medikit, is there anything you want to say or add?
All right. Yeah, shout out house guests as well, because turns out Danzai Dill, good old Fixer, and I goes to the same offline. kind of. So that was kind
That's
of fun
what's
to
up.
find out. But shout out that, shout out SNS. Shout out the Rushdown Resort, Lamau, Teehee.
True. Yeah, we've had a few Rush members here, the internship as well. Always great to have Rushdown Resort members here. So that being said, I am going to close it out. Thank you guys so much for again amazing showing. Great job to all the students mentors today. Appreciate you guys coming out. Again, internship every 2 weeks. We'll have the signups out soon, and we'll have the teams there picked soon there after that. So again, ANC, if you want to, if you're not in it already, come sign up, be a student. If you qualify, pick up some things. If you want to be a mentor too, you want to teach somebody something, you sign up for that as well. We always, we're a lot of meticulous planning goes into making each one of these teams and events, and you never know if you're going to get picked. So it's a lot of fun. Win or lose, you get a lot from the event. And again, it's every 2 weeks, always on Saturdays, 2 p.m. EST. Yeah, Ashen, appreciate you coming out here with us today. Is there anything you want to say, add, or anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to say? Any message you want to give the audience as a recently graduated beginner yourself?
My biggest thing I'm going to tell everyone is Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you all have a great day today. And you should totally join the internship. It's a lot of fun.
Also, I forgot to shout it out in the heat of the moment, but shout outs for Lex for introducing me to the internship.
Yeah, no, real. And again, even if you're not a student, not a mentor, just want to play. We have a pop-in matchmaking channel. We got some really good players. Always people striving to improve. No pun intended. And it's
all
just
pun
like
intended. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and it's just like, and I'd say like at all hours, like I be seeing the strangest pings at the strangest hours, like 4 a.m. like looking for games. So if you're looking for
pinged last night at like 2 a.m. So yeah,
exactly. So it's like even if you're not here for the internship or the events, you're always free to hang out, be a part of the community. So again, appreciate everybody coming out watching. Appreciate all the students and the mentors, and thank you, Ashen, for doing such a great job commenting today. And we will see you all around.